In the past 18 months, missiles have crossed borders, drones have blacked out cities, and world leaders have issued nuclear threats. And yet no one has officially called it a world war. But what if it already is? What if World War III isn't coming? Because it's already begun, quietly and globally, right under our noses. Let's take a look at the signs, the players, and the patterns, and ask the question we might all be too afraid to answer. It starts with the headlines. Ukraine is still at war with Russia, a war that's already taken hundreds of thousands of lives. But this isn't just their fight anymore. NATO is supplying weapons. The US has sent over $100 billion, and Russia is threatening nuclear retaliation if NATO crosses the line. Every week, that line gets blurrier. Then there's Israel and Iran. In early 2025, something unprecedented happened. For the first time, Iran directly launched missiles into Israeli territory. Israel responded swiftly, targeting Iranian military sites. These weren't proxies. This was head-to-head, and it sent shockwaves across the Middle East. And in South Asia, India and Pakistan, two nuclear nations, just concluded Operation Sindoor, a drone-on-drone conflict that saw advanced weaponry cross borders in one of the most militarized regions on Earth. None of these events happened in isolation. They're part of a growing, interconnected storm. To understand where we are, we need to look back. World War I began with the assassination of one man, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But it wasn't that single bullet that caused global war. It was the chain reaction of alliances, pride, and power. World War II didn't start when Hitler rose to power. It started when the rest of the world hesitated, appeased, and assumed it could be contained. World wars don't begin with a bang. They start quietly, and by the time the world realizes what's happening, it's already too late. Today's wars don't always look like the ones in our history books. There are no trenches, no Pearl Harbor. Now war happens through drone strikes, cyber attacks, and proxy fighters. Russia isn't just attacking Ukraine, it's hacking European power grids. China isn't just flexing near Taiwan. It's dominating the South China Sea with satellite jamming and trade blackouts. Iran isn't just funding militias. It's launching missiles while aligning with Russia and North Korea. It's global, it's multi-front, and it's happening without a formal declaration. Look at the global posture. The US has increased defense spending to Cold War levels. NATO forces are conducting war drills in Europe. China is doubling down on its navy, preparing for a future conflict in the Pacific. Every major power is rearming, realigning, and preparing for a larger conflict. But no one wants to be the first to say it, because saying it makes it real. So instead, we say things like regional conflict, geopolitical tension. We whisper while the drums of war grow louder. So, has World War III started? Let's look at the signs. Multiple theaters of conflict? Yeah, these superpowers directly involved or funding. Yes, nuclear threats on record? Repeatedly. Global supply chains disrupted? Absolutely. Propaganda, disinformation, cyber attacks? Constant. This isn't peace. This is a world operating under a low-simmering global war, the kind we've never seen before. Some experts call it World War III, a digital, economic, and proxy-driven war, one that won't be declared until the damage is already done. Maybe it hasn't started yet. Maybe this is just the tipping point, the moment we'll look back on, wondering if we could have changed course. But if history teaches us anything, it's this. World wars don't start with everyone realizing they're in one. They start when no one is willing to admit it. If this video gave you a new perspective, or made you think twice about the world today, hit like and subscribe to the channel. We've got more untold stories, warnings from history, and breaking global insights coming next. Stay aware, stay curious, and don't look away.